What's up YouTube? Welcome back to our channel where we try to predict the results of the English Premier League game week every week. Always chasing that perfect 10 out of 10.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you like what we're doing, please turn on your notifications if you want more.
Let's go! Alright, now, first game, Liverpool versus Watford. Liverpool beat Bournemouth 0-3 away. Oxlade-Chamberlain, Keita and Salah all got on the score sheet.
Salah? Oh yes.
Salah, yeah. It was Mane's turn to be rested.
Yeah, I for some reason I thought Mane scored, but I'm maybe confusing.
No, that was the week before, yeah. Mane was rested. And Trent Alexander-Arnold was also initially rested, but Lovren picked up an injury and so he came on.
The best defender in the world.
Yeah.
Got hurt?
Injured, yep. Alright. And after being Salzburg in the Champions League, they now have qualified officially top of their group into the last 16. Watford, on the other hand, drew 0-0 at home against Palace in an evenly matched game where Watford had the better chances though. We were just talking about how we haven't seen a 0-0 game last week, and there you go. Top versus bottom.
Given.
Liverpool basically are gonna win, I think. 3-0.
A Liverpool win. I'm just hoping Deeney just kind of like throws himself around there. It becomes a nuisance amongst them. Maybe picks up a red card.
Injures someone.
Yeah.
Injures like.
Yeah.
Who's in the injures Van Dijk? Whoa, that'd be big.
But the way it looks, man, Van Dijk is just like untouchable.
Good. Yeah, too good, too strong.
Yeah. So like for this game, it pains me to say it, but Liverpool are probably the best team in the world
at the moment. Probably the most consistent. Yeah. Well, unbeaten this season. So. All right. So the next game, Burnley versus Newcastle. Whoa. Burnley got thrashed 5-0 at White Hart Lane. Possession was even, but Burnley were poor in creating chances, having only 1 out of 7 on target as well. Newcastle, on the other hand, won 2-1 against Southampton. Shelby, who we mentioned last week on the score sheet again.
Yeah. Dude's been finding some form now.
Yeah. Looks like Newcastle has solidified their tactics, I'd have to say.
Yeah.
Even though it's not their frontline scoring, it's whatever they're doing is working.
Yeah.
They were more consistent, and 12 shots in total, 6 blocked, and the other 6 were all on target, 0 off, which is pretty decent.
Yeah.
Burnley has lost 3 in a row now since their 2 clean sheets in a row. But to be fair, they have been playing like Man City and Spurs, so it's a bit tough. A bounce back at home against Newcastle would be their chance of a rebound, I guess.
Yeah.
But Newcastle have been playing very well, so all in all, probably a draw for me.
Oh, okay. I'm also going with a draw in this game. I mean, similar reasons. I think Burnley, they've paid their dues. They've had a rough time. They're at home now. They're gonna want to, put things right. Newcastle, while they have been doing well, it does seem that they're much better at home than they are away.
Yeah.
So for those reasons, I'm thinking a draw here.
Alright, next is Chelsea versus Bournemouth. Chelsea lost 1-3, surprisingly, at Everton, despite having 70% of the ball.
And they were very unlucky. They had so many.
Yeah, they had a lot of shots. A very surprising result, but their shooting game was off. Perhaps they had one eye on the Champions League game, which was crucial. Bournemouth, on the other hand, lost at home, as mentioned. That's 5 in a row now. Bournemouth.
5?
Yeah, 5 losses.
5 losses?
In a row, yeah. Not being able to score in the last 2 since King has been injured as well. So, not looking good. And
pretty damning stat.
Yeah, and I think Chelsea's just going to run over them. Probably like a 2-0, at least.
I'm thinking 2-0 might be a bit kind because I watched Chelsea's last game, and even though they lost against Everton, they had really good chances, and I would go as far as to say they were slightly unlucky. Sometimes it's like good shots, just equally good defending by Everton, but even when they beat the keeper, beat the defense, it was always just slightly wide or something like that. On another day they would have won that game. This is the day that they are going to win it, and I'm going to say At least a 3-0.
At least a 3.
Yeah.
Leicester versus Norwich. Leicester, the Foxes beat Villa in a 1-4 game away. Excellent display of football.
Again,
being more effective all round. Vardy got a brace and is now 5 goals ahead of the second place in Golden Boot.
Oh really?
Yeah. I think it's 16 and then 11 is the next guy.
Wow.
Yeah. Now Norwich, on the other hand, lost to Sheffield 1-2 at home, which I called a draw. But Norwich lost their lead in the second half, not being able to hold off both of Sheffield's wing backs.
Yes.
Well, Leicester doesn't seem to be losing steam,
No.
and a lot of teams are putting their faith in them to keep the title race going, like this guy over here. But Leicester should be able to win this comfortably.
Yes.
Sheffield, although it's Sheffield, sorry, it's Norwich. Leicester versus Norwich.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no chance Norwich are going to do anything against Leicester.
Norwich away, we know what's going to happen.
3-0 or more.
I think we're getting to the to the point of the season where I'll take any win from Leicester as long as they don't suffer any injuries.
Okay.
Games are coming thick and fast.
Yeah, but what's your scoreline? What's your
I want comfortable 2-0.
2-0? Okay.
Comfortable 2-0. I want Roger to read my note for this game.
Leicester, come on, boys. Next one is Sheffield versus Villa. Sheffield's unbeaten away form continues. The goals are coming in from anywhere now, like back to a W now.
Yep.
After losing 0-2 to Newcastle and drawing Spurs, Man United and Wolves before that. Villa, on the other hand, lost to Leicester, as mentioned, where Grealish scored their only goal, who's been quite consistent, yeah?
It was a nice goal. That's the one that got the slight deflection off the underside of the boot.
Yeah.
But he's there.
He's there, yeah. He's in the right spots. Less possession, less shots on goal, and only 2 on target. Wasn't the best day, but they've had some pretty tough games since November.
I'm still going to say a Sheffield win here.
Yeah, I think Sheffield's more solid overall. They are both grinding teams, like they really try hard. But I think Sheffield is slightly better in form, and
They try harder.
more, yeah, they do, and more of their team has scored, like from different
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're more lethal in all directions, sort of. Yeah, so I'm just gonna say a Sheffield win here.
I'm going with a Sheffield win as well. Grealish is one of those guys that like I had my eye on to bring into the fantasy league team.
Really?
But he's just like the only reason I had my eye on him is because he was getting points. But when I watch him play, I don't see anything.
He might stand out in his team, but he doesn't stand out in the league. Yeah?
Not at all. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good way of putting it. So I don't know. I mean, if he keeps getting points, I'll be tempted. We'll see how he does here. It might be a good opportunity for him to get a goal here, but Sheffield win for me.
All right. Southampton versus West Ham. The Saints lost 2-1 at Newcastle, as mentioned. They had a proper go at it though, having had more possession, shots and chances created than the home team. Ings was the only scorer and is super consistent, scoring like every week basically for a while now.
Yeah.
West Ham, on the other hand, lost 1-3 at Arsenal. At home, sorry, I'll say that again. West Ham, on the other hand, lost 1-3 at home against Arsenal, which was surprising considering how bad Arsenal have been. The Hammers only had 1/3 of possession and created 0 big chances, which is pretty under par at home. To me, I'm feeling a Southampton win. They seem to be hungrier, and they have been scoring more, basically. West Ham have been on and off, but more off lately than anything. So yeah.
I think a West Ham win in this game. They weren't. Look, they didn't have a lot of possession against Arsenal, but it's Arsenal. And I know you're going to say, okay, it's not the same Arsenal. Arsenal have been very poor and stuff. But Arsenal have the ability to switch it on at times. And they did. They turned the game around in 10 minutes. And I think West Ham were probably kicking themselves for switching off during that time. Okay, Pepe's goal was just mad.
Yeah,
okay, no one's going to stop that. So that aside, I think West Ham they're going to look at this game and really push for it. And I want to consciously try to stop underestimating them. So I do feel West Ham can do it. Ings is going to be a problem, going to be dangerous. But I want to say a West Ham win here.
Okay.
Let us know what you think.
Anyway, Man United versus Everton. United won the derby.
Surprising.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Whoa, that was a sick game.
that was just the one we had written off.
Whoa. Yeah.
We were saying things like, okay, it could be a draw, but United are never going to win this.
I was saying I could see a draw. You were saying like City.
Yeah.
I was saying, after seeing what they did at Spurs, probably a draw is possible. But man, they really defended well, especially at the end, because it was all City at the end.
But I mean, in the beginning, we should have had more goals than we had.
Hard to say, but
James hit straight at the keeper, stuff like that.
Oh, but
Didn't Rashford hit the post?
I think one of them did, yeah. But they only had less than 30% possession against City.
That's what we are now.
overall. But you know that's decent, man. That's really decent. You guys really dug deep towards the end, as I said, because it was just all City. It's a great game. They also have to play at home in their last group stage match in the Europa League tonight against second place as Alkmaar. If they want to qualify in top spot, they do have to win this game.
Yeah.
So, I don't really see them sending out just youngsters or anything like that for this tonight. So, I don't think they're going to be very well rested compared with Everton, who, on the other hand, beat Chelsea at home, as mentioned, which was a great result. Richarlison scored 1 and Calvert-Lewin scored 2 solo goals.
Yeah.
Tough one to call. I do feel Everton is an on and off team, where they had it on last game, but this game versus Man United, I'm not sure. Now, Man United also, to me, has been on and off. If you look at the whole season so
definitely.
far, they do play well at the moment for the last two games in the Premier League at least. But who's to say they just didn't turn it up because they were faced with big teams. Now that Everton, if they feel are not one of the big teams, then do they switch it off again? I don't know. I think it's going to go one way or the other, because I think the chances of both teams switching it on at the same level or off at the same level is less likely than one of them being more switched on. At the moment, I'm probably going to lean more towards United, but wouldn't be surprised with an Everton win either if United switch it off. But draw is the least likely result for me.
I just think I'm surprised to hear Roger say that, because I felt not too many people would be surprised by a draw, just because of the inconsistencies in both teams. But the way you set it out, you're right. It's like the chances of both of them having an off day compared to just one of them isn't comparable. So it's difficult for me to say anything other than a United win. Not because I support United, but because the last two results have been, not even the results, the performance.
They played really well.
Has been great. Now we're at home. I'm putting a lot of emphasis on the energy that's going to be given off from this home crowd. Hopefully now, we've had a bad season. Everyone's going to agree to that. Now, 2 really good results. That the feeling is back. I just hope we don't mess it up, but I'm going to say United.
Fair enough. Next we have Wolves vs Spurs. Wolves drew 2-2 at Brighton, which turned out to be quite a game. Wolves had less possession, but had the same amount of shot attempts and more chances created, so more effective on the ball. They did that by simply attempting to dribble much more than Brighton did. They had double the amount of dribbles, like 20 something.
But that's what they do. They've got those.
Yeah. They've got those players. Whereas Brighton is more like defending and then counter, like through ball to Morpay. Yeah. They have a Europa League game tonight against Besiktas, in which they need to win to get the top spot as well. So they will probably put in their proper team.
Is it at Besiktas?
At home.
Okay.
At home.
Slightly better.
Yeah. Spurs on the other hand won, as mentioned. Kane scored a brace. Son.
Man,
Mora,
went Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he went like the whole field box to box there. Mora and Sissoko got one each. Ali assisted both of them. Clean sheet. Mourinho ticking all the boxes basically. They lost 3-1 at Munich last night though.
Yes.
But that in the Champions League. But that game was insignificant because whether or not they won or not, they wouldn't have come top place. And losing wouldn't have dropped them to third either, so it didn't matter at all. So a few of the youngsters played as well. Okay, so tough game for the Wolves while their key players will have less time to rest. I think Mourinho is really making a difference here. This game shouldn't be a problem for the current Spurs. Maybe like a 0-2 away win for me.
I wouldn't be as confident in saying this should be an easy win for Spurs. I think Wolves, within that Wolves team, they've still got that team that beat Man City. And now looking at Man City, okay, maybe in hindsight it wasn't such a big thing now. That people are like beating Man City, not just us. So
Newcastle.
I don't know. Yeah. This is what I'm saying.
Norwich.
Yeah. Newcastle, Norwich, Wolves, United. I think if you want to put us in that bracket. But I don't know. I think this will be a fun game to watch. I'm looking forward to seeing this game. But I mean, on paper,
yeah. Especially with Ali really switching it on lately.
The reason I paused there for so long is like that's the power of the man. It's like I wanted to say like the reason for this will be like Spurs.
Mourinho.
Yeah, but I was gonna say like Mourinho's there. They're gonna win.
Next one, Arsenal versus City. Arsenal got a surprising away win. We were 1-0 down at halftime and I was about to go to sleep, basically. Martinelli opened the scoring up in the second half, and then soon after, Pepe and then Aubameyang followed suit within a short 10 minutes. Their only goal conceded came from a header from Ogbonna, which was deflected in a short range as well, so away from Leno. Without that, it would have been like a 3-0. So not a bad performance considering how bad we have been. Energy level was good in most of the game, but still defensive issues at times. Because Bellerin was out, Maitland-Niles was back in right back, and he plays a bit better. He played a bit better that game than before, where he was just a bit all over the shop. And on the other side, Tierney got injured with a shoulder problem. He's going to be out for a few weeks, I think. Possibly a month, I'm not sure. So Kolasinac will be in his place, but he did well. He assisted one of the goals. I really like Kolasinac.
Don't you have?
I think this is it. I like how he has that hunger to go in and cut in and then do the cross or even shoot at times. And being a left back, not afraid to do that, that's always a good thing to see. But we do have a game, a Europa League tonight, in Belgium. Man City lost the derby as mentioned. They were always on the front foot, but just couldn't find away through United's defense.
Yeah.
You guys were on them really hard, like not even letting them like carry the ball forward sometimes. Like you were just like,
It's great.
yeah, which was awesome. They won 1-4 away at Dynamo though in Champions League last night in a dominant display. Although top spot was guaranteed regardless, so maybe that was to just find some confidence back after a loss.
Yeah.
Good maybe. West Ham is a totally different team to Man City though. It's a different level. So
Yeah, definitely.
I just feel even though Arsenal is at home, they got to win back. It's City. I'm not sure if we can join Norwich and Wolves and Newcastle and United in one of the teams to beat City this season, even though it's at home. I'm expecting a 2-goal loss.
Okay, straight off the bat, I'm going to say City win here. But something I've found quite interesting is how teams have been specifically targeting Fernandinho's lack of pace. They've been really trying to isolate him. And if there's ever a team with pace in it, Aubameyang against Fernandinho, I'm putting money on Aubameyang all day. What's going to be interesting in this game is having the pace on the wings from you guys, be it Martinelli or Lacazette, hopefully Pepe on the other side. They'll keep those wing backs busy, and Aubameyang will be able to pull the central pairing apart, I think.
Hopefully.
I mean, I'm going to say a City win here. City's record isn't great in recent times.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal could do something. The signs are there, but
Yeah, I'd gladly take another surprise win or result. A draw would be a win for me, seriously. Yeah, but who knows? But City win still.
I think your biggest problem is going to be City's midfield.
Yeah, we don't have a strong midfield. Yeah. Right, last game, Palace versus Brighton. Palace drew 0-0 at Watford in a scrappy game. Nothing is worthy of mentioning basically there. Brighton also drew 2-2 against Wolves. They started well but gave it away after Proper gave the ball to Jota and he just scored to equalise 2-2 in the first half. And then no goals were scored in the second. I think normally Palace would have more of the ball compared to Brighton in a home game here, but without Van Aanholt, Schlupp and Sacco on a red card, I think they will have some work cut out for Townsend in midfield, and Zaha and Ayew will really need to be on their A game to score and in normal cases I would say Palace, but because of the unavailabilities I'm saying Brighton because they are strong and their counters with Morpay are pretty effective.
I'm also struggling between the two, but that's the reason why I'm going for a draw.
Okay.
Just because Palace, all these injuries, Brighton away. I agree with you that their counter-attacking football is great. But I don't know, I'm feeling a draw here. I think it's weird to say it, but I think that Brighton are gonna be the aggressor in this game. But and Palace are going to be the ones to do well to hold them off, even though they're at home. So yeah, I think a draw.
Fantasy, another loss for me. Below average actually. Average was 54 and I got 50. Basically, I didn't pick the wrong team. It's just the captain choice. I failed on that.
Tammy.
Yeah, I put my captain on Abraham, and he only got 2 points. If I had chosen Vardy, it would have been a different scenario, and I would have equaled the points as this guy. But this week, I think because of the tough fixtures ahead for Arsenal, I think it's time to drop Aubameyang for now.
And reinvest?
And see how I go, because he is worth a lot of money. So I've changed Rashford into my team, because they have been playing with good energy, and I'll test the waters. If it doesn't work out, or if Tammy doesn't work out, I might swap one of them out and put in Ings, and it'd save even more money. I actually made an extra change this week, taking out Lovren because he's injured. So the -4 for me. And trialing Alexander Arnold and see how he goes for the next few games.
Big money.
Big money. I was thinking about him or Pereira. Pereira has been more, has been more consistent. But if I did that, I'd have to take out Soinsu instead because I've already got 3 Leicester players. I've got Madison and Soinsu, so I had to take out Soinsu. So I ended up deciding to just take out Lovren and straight Liverpool swap. So he's my team for this week.
For me, I do feel like I've boxed myself in the midfield and attack. I don't really have too much room to be changing things there. Luckily, I probably don't need to. Because all the changes, because all the changes I need to make are in defense.
Yeah.
Okay, injured. Tomori, injured. Mings, injured. Changes will be made soon. I'm not sure who yet I will be bringing in.
We only need to make one move and then you just put Duncan for now.
Yeah, but Crystal Palace away. I do feel Palace are gonna get a goal at home. So I don't know. My only hope for Dunk is that he can get onto the end of a set piece or something. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to take a peek, see which budget defenders I can bring in.
Okay. Bournemouth. 5 losses in a row now.
Yeah, but he's got the potential.
Yeah.
He's got the potential. That Chelsea upbringing of his.
Well, how much is James for Chelsea?
Yes, so he was actually someone that I was looking at. I remember watching the first game he played, and I was like, oh, this dude, he looks pretty decent. We'll see. Surely he's not more than 5. I would be surprised if he is. But yeah, this will be my team for this coming week.
What do you guys think about Man United's form? Is it going to continue or what's the go? How about Arsenal? Are they going to do the same or what's happening?
What I will say on that is I wouldn't be surprised if it were to happen.
So who knows?
Yeah.
And also Mourinho.
Man is doing things.
Yeah, he is doing things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a good mix-up here with a lot of teams switching it back on and then, you know, getting the top 6 race more exciting for everybody. So yeah,
let's see how it goes.
Catch you next time.
Happy game week. Close.
Do it again.
Huh?
Do it again.
Okay.
Alright.
Catch you next time. Happy game week. Last week was perfect.
Yeah, last week.